Hey Anonymai, I wanted to do a special video for you here today. This is the oldest roll that I own in my collection of BU Lincoln Cents, and it is a wheat cent roll. And if you caught a glimpse, you can see this is 1939 Philadelphia issue. This is kind of a special roll. It's the only roll that I have in the 30s for now, and we're just going to go ahead and go through this thing, grade it out, and see what we have. I have a little more experience grading than I've had in the past, and so I'm getting to the point where I feel pretty confident with my grades, but we're going to gently pour this out up here in the 68 slot that we probably will not need to use. And then just start taking a look. So let me just kind of grab from the middle, a few right here from the middle, and get us started. So we'll take a quick look here at the first one. Wonder if I can get it to focus. Maybe I'll zoom and have a little more luck. Okay, as you can see, it is a bright, lustrous 1939 Philadelphia cent. It does have a little bit of chatter, but nothing over the top. The reverse is very well struck. I like this at, it's kind of borderline. I hate to start right off the top with a plus grade, but maybe a 65 plus. Grab one right here from a different spot. That one has a little bit of a distracting spot there above Liberty. Pretty good ding there out in the field. A little bit of chatter on Lincoln. Other than that big field mark, nothing terribly distracting. Again, a very well-struck reverse. Hammered pretty hard. I think that ding and the dot are enough to drop that to a 65. So what I'll do is go through here, see if we find anything interesting, worth discussion, or if there are any high grades. And I'll show you guys once I get it graded out, but stick with me and we'll look a little more closely at anything nice or cool. Okay, take a look. Overall, I am pretty pleased with this roll. There were a few oddities and oddballs that are worth looking at, and one thing I do like to see is an honest-to-goodness end coin in the roll, and this side is exposed to the elements, and this side is not. It was on the interior of the end, and so that indicates to me that there was some semblance of this being an original roll, although I think maybe this got cherry-picked, or maybe there were some DDOs that someone found. But they slid a few coins in here that do not match. The toning doesn't match. The color is just off. But they're not bad coins. They simply don't match. And I actually rather like this one. It's pretty cool. Great luster. Very brilliant. Kind of has a halo tone to it. This one falls more into the red-brown category. It's not... It's very lustrous, but it's not as red as it needs to be a red BU coin. And so I wouldn't call it a disappointment, but it's unoriginal. And then there was one last one here. Same characteristics, just a slightly lower grade, but it's okay. It is what it is. A lot of these rolls, you know, they're over 80 years old, so finding one completely untampered with is not always feasible. I will show you just a few things that a negative about the roll. Let's see if I can locate one. There was a strand of coins in this roll that had some wheel marks, and so I'm trying to locate one by shifting my angle here. Yeah, here's one. This has a pretty intense wheel mark. You can see kind of the white off color on this side. It's just part of the machining for when they're spitting these planchets through the machines, the wheel that it goes up against is abrasive enough to where it exposes copper, fresh copper, underneath the surface, and so it's going to tarnish a little bit differently. This side's not showing any wheel mark. Typically, if there are wheel marks on a coin, one side will dominate and be kind of the ugly wheel mark side. But anyway, that was a strong example of a weakness. I guess strong maybe isn't the best word. They're beautiful coins, though. Let me just kind of pull one of these 66s out at random. You can take a look. There's a little bit of that milking going on from what I think is probably a wheel mark as well. I think that's why I hit this grade down to a 66. Sometimes they won't straight grade the coin if there's a wheel mark. It's a little subjective, so don't try to overthink it. Here's one with great color, great luster. Most of the strikes on the reverses of these 39s are pretty attractive. And then I'll go ahead and pull the one right off top that I thought was the prettiest. I gave it a 66 plus, but you be the judge. Great cartwheel luster. Original. It has a touch of halo type toning where it's more coppery in the middle, but then deeper red out toward the edges. There's a good example of that. It's pretty lovely. Just take a look at that. And the reverse, equally as lovely. There's just not much wrong with it. It's beautiful. Tell me what you think. If you guys ever gotten a chance to open up a roll this old, let me know. Do you have any favorite years? I know the 30s are tough. A lot of times the banks didn't even roll them the way that we rolled them up until the 30s. So getting into the middle 30s is about as far back as one can feasibly go. There are exceptions, but good luck getting into the 30s. Sort of just wanted one so I could say that I had one in the 30s. But if you like this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. We always love having new subscribers, and we'll do a little bit better now that we're through Christmas and New Year's, uploading content a little bit more regularly, and hopefully engage with you guys over this winter and give us something to do and give you something to do. And I hope you guys had a beautiful holiday season, and leave a comment down below. Tell us if you have anything that you would like us to do, and we'll see you guys in an upcoming video. So get out there, have fun, happy hunting.